I'll be talking to you guys about the three top stocks you guys should invest in. So imagine 5 years from now you want to buy your first house and then you realize you have no money. Then once you realize you have no money, you have to live in your apartment again for 5 more years to gain more money so you can buy your first house. You may ask, how can you prevent this from happening today? What can you do today to prevent this from happening 5 years from now? You can invest in a couple of stocks that can gain you money, or it can earn you money, and then you be able to buy your house in a quicker time, or you can have more money to put down. So before you invest in the stocks, you need to learn a couple of things about investing. So when you first thing you need to think about is, what type of investor are you? Are you someone who takes a lot of risk? They're willing to put their money in stock, and they're willing to put all their money in one stock in order to see a big return? Are you someone who's more timid, and when a stock is declining, you are quick to just sell the stock because you don't want to see a decline? Once you figure out what type of person you are, you have to figure out how much time and interest you have to put into the stock. So you have to figure out how much time during the week do you have to invest in the stock, do you have to check the stock, and depending on your time, that's how you pick your stocks. According to the time that you have, you may want to buy a stock that is easily manageable, so you don't have to put much time into it and you don't have to really track it that much. Or if you have more time, you can go into a stock that maybe is not doing so good right now, but as time you can watch it and see it develop and things like that. Once you figure out what type of person you are and how much time you have, you need to find a broker. And a broker is someone who you tell to buy when you want to buy stocks and sell stocks, and they help you do that. And then once you have your broker, you can set up your profile, your investment profile, and then once you have your profile, you can start investing. So today I'm going to tell you guys the top 3 stocks to invest in. The first stock that we'll be looking at is, the top 3 stocks are Apple, Barnes & Noble, and Comcast. Usually when you invest stocks, when you're first beginning to invest, you want to invest in a variety of stocks, not all stocks that have to do with the same thing, so you can put your money in different aspects of stocks. So the first stock, Apple. Many of you guys may be familiar with Apple. It started in 1977, and when they first established the company, it was called Apple Computer. But as the years went on, they dropped the computer, and now it's just Apple Inc. because they wanted to visit other markets rather than just the personal computer. So now they have, in the early 2000s, they had iPods, and they have iPhones and iPads. And with Apple, their biggest thing is they like to spend a lot of money on advertising, because they feel as though when you advertise, it generates more revenue for the product that they're selling, and it gives information to, if they're introducing a new product, it helps them boom up more business. And then with Apple, they if you look at this stock, this is a stock over from 1 year, so it's a time span of 1 year. If you look, this was, so 4 is April, so this is when the stocks, you can see that the stock was kind of decreasing. Then around September, the stock started to increase because that's when they introduced the iPhone 5. So you can see Apple is one of the stocks that, even though it was decreasing in certain months, when they introduce new products, you can see that the stock increases. So the increasement of new products increases the stock. And as long as Apple, they introduce new items every so often, the stock will increase. And now Apple, you can buy the stock for $450. Depending on how much money you are, that's how much money you put, how many stocks you want to buy. So if you have a lot of money, the stock is kind of pricey, but you can, if you're one who likes to just sit and wait for a stock to grow, and Apple would be a good one to buy. The next stock is Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble, they were established in 1986, and they're the biggest bookseller in the nation. They have 1,357 bookstores in 50 states, and then they also have bookstores on college campuses. So when you think about when you're buying books, you can think about you can buy books and you can invest in stocks too. So along with bookstores, Barnes and Nobles, they're one of the top retailers in e-readers. So you can, when you look at this stock, this was over a year. So when you look at that, this is increasing. Even though this stock is decreasing, like Barnes and Nobles, they're really a company who looks at the market and see what the market needs, and they try to keep up with their competitors like Amazon, because Amazon has the Kindle, so they try to keep up with what's going on in the other companies around them. When you look at these ones, they introduced a new Nook in May, and then you can see that it decreased, and then in November, the Nook that they introduced in May, they lowered the price, so the stocks were able to, it made the stocks go up. So if you're someone who's new to investing and doesn't have a lot of money, maybe this is a stock that you may want to invest your money in, because this is like this stock over time, it will increase. When you look at stocks, you want to see a stock that is constantly increasing, but at not a fast rate, because something that goes up fast is going to decline fast. So that's not really a good stock to look into. So Barnes and Noble would be a good idea. The next stock that you may want to invest in is Comcast. Comcast was founded in 1963, and they're the nation's leading TV provider. And along with TV, they provide internet and telephone services. So when Comcast, they're also a 50% owner of NBC. So when you think about that, they own, not only they're the leading television provider, they also own NBC, and NBC produces and plays the news and sports. So they're also, with NBC, they're planning to buy the rest of NBC, the other 50%, because GE owns 50% of NBC too. So they're planning to buy out GE in the next year, and when they become full ownership of NBC, that'll increase the stock even more. So out of all three stocks, Comcast is the one that's doing the best, because it's having a constant increase. And with the increase, that makes the stock price go up. And if you wanted to sell the stock, with the increase, it would be better. So, and with them owning NBC, they'll be able to make the stock go up even more. So when you think about buying stocks, you have to think about a company that consumers like and things that consumers are really interested in. So next time, when you're on your iPad or on your iPhone, or you're watching TV, or even buying your books at the local bookstore, you can think that the money that you're paying now, you can also be making money in stocks. So next time you buy all those things, you can think about this different way that you can make money. So thank you.